What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best Wi-Fi routers in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Our review list begins with the TP-Link Archer AX50, also known as the best affordable Wi-Fi router available on the market in 2022. We're looking at a Wi-Fi 6 router based on the AX3000 chipset used by Intel's home package. It is fantastic for households who want to upgrade to Wi-Fi 6. The transfer rates are great as expected. The average 3-foot range test showed a maximum gigabit Ethernet connection with a transfer rate of 113 megabits per second. At a distance of 40 feet, the results were an impressive 100 megabits per second. Once again, a respectable result. The TP-Link Archer AX50 is also a nice looking piece of gear to look at, which adds to its appeal. It's covered with black plastic, so be prepared to regularly clean the parts on top. There's enough ventilation at the bottom and something on the upper edges. It's an attractive replacement for an ISP router, as long as you can still use a secured ISP in modern mode, or buy a modem separately, or something to connect to a cable or optical installation, giving your home great coverage and speed. Compared to the previous generation, this model will give you 4 times more capacity, up to 3 times higher speed, and over 75% less delay. Also, thanks to the innovative OFDMA technology, you'll be able to connect a large number of devices at the same time. With the help of TP-Link Home Care, which offers a free subscription, users will get advanced security to protect their devices and network. Another advantage of this product is that it is fully compatible with all providers, including Verizon, Spectrum, AT&T, Xfinity, CenturyLink, RCN, and many others. The TP-Link Archer AX50 comes in the following dimensions: 12.99 by 2.95 by 9.65 inches, while it weighs 1.2 pounds. For the listed price, we are thoroughly impressed. For all you gaming fans out there, we especially highlight the Asus RT-AX86U, also known as the best gaming Wi-Fi router available on the market in 2022. As one of the most flexible routers on the market, this model is as good as a full-fledged general router, while it helps players take over the gaming world, or the universe. It's one of the best Wi-Fi 6 routers we've ever seen, and it's one of the least difficult ways to improve your game, with performance that can make the difference between winning and losing in your next online battle. The device lacks built-in wall mount inserts, but looks good on a bookshelf or desk. Designed to stand upright, the RT-AX86U has cooling vents on the front and top, and stays cool even when data is flying around. The maximum temperature is 105 degrees Fahrenheit. The device's use of 3 external antennas is enhanced by the internal patch antenna. This is a refreshing change compared to routers that have 4 to 8 antennas and run the risk of looking like hat racks. RT-AX86U antennas can be directed and rotated to capture the strongest signal. Inside, the device uses Broadcom chipsets, also featuring 1 GB of RAM and 256 MB of flash memory to store its firmware and settings. The router is powered by a 1.8 GHz quad-core processor. Its dual-band design can create 2.4 and 5 GHz networks that can take advantage of 160 MHz ultra-wide data channels. At the back are 1 gigabit per second and 2.5 gigabit per second VAN input ports for working with the latest broadband modems. The device adds 4 dedicated gigabit Ethernet ports per second, along with an additional LAN port. There's potentially a total of 5 downstream ports, 1 more than what most competitors offer. There's also a pair of USB 3 ports for adding up to 2 external hard drives to the network. On the front, the RT-AX86U has 10 white LEDs that show it's on, connected to the internet, and broadcasting in the 2.4 and 5 GHz bands. It's a secure router with a built-in trend microcode that can not only stop intrusions, but also prevent malware from invading your network. Good stuff. A thumbs up from here. The next product we'll talk about on today's rundown is the Google Nest Wi-Fi, which in our opinion is the best mesh Wi-Fi router in 2022. We love this model because it combines Google Wi-Fi and Google Home into a single product with a pretty sweet design. Google Nest Wi-Fi is about simplicity, focusing on features that are most important to a wider consumer network. This includes easy device prioritization, easy family and parental control, and a relatively easy setup. At the bottom of the device, you'll find a solid rubber base that hides 2 Ethernet ports, 1 VAN and 1 LAN, as well as a standard AC charging port. When it comes to setting up the network and the interface, Nest Wi-Fi is no longer set up using Google Wi-Fi app, but with the Google Home app. Google has introduced the main features of the Wi-Fi app into the Home app, such as setting up a priority device, creating a guest network, and setting up family controls, but is losing some dedicated control along the way. In particular, you can no longer see exactly which Wi-Fi device each connected device is connected to and change it accordingly. Instead, you have to assume and believe that Nest Wi-Fi will automatically connect devices to the best possible Wi-Fi provider on the go. This new Nest Wi-Fi router has a 2.4 GHz band that can provide speeds up to 400 megabytes per second, thanks to 2 internal antennas. In the 5 GHz band, the device can achieve speeds of up to 1,733 megabits per second thanks to the fact that it has 4 internal antennas in the MU-MIMO 4T4R configuration. In total, the device includes a total of 6 internal antennas that provide connection from both bands at the same time. We found that the Google Nest Wi-Fi works just as well as the original Google Wi-Fi in normal use. Google Nest Wi-Fi does what the original should have done in the first place. It includes Google Assistant and a smart speaker in the product. In conclusion, the Google Nest Wi-Fi Mesh Wi-Fi system is a top product, and a good example of that are the materials used by Google, both in the box and in the devices themselves. Thumbs up, that's for sure. Up next, the title of the best high-end Wi-Fi router available on the market in 2022 deservedly went to the Netgear Orbi AX6000. As one of the first available Wi-Fi 6 network kits, the Netgear Orbi is at the top of the food chain, making it one of the best available network routers. Netgear's two-piece Orbi delivers top-notch Wi-Fi 6 performance, featuring a dedicated return channel for satellite data to routers and additional online security. It comes with 2 units, the preset router and the satellite. The device continues to use Orbi's 3-band topology, where data is transferred to devices in the 2.4 or 5 GHz frequency band, and then transferred back to the router via another 5 GHz system channel. A dedicated backhaul channel can potentially reduce congestion and packet conflicts. The device can cover up to 5,000 square feet. Inside each unit are 8 smart antennas that cannot be replaced or routed. With the Qualcomm Networking Pro 1200 chip, routers and satellites support 4x4 data flow. The system uses the latest MU-MIMO technology to support many connections and beamforming to tailor the signal to the needs of each device. The system can move data from 6 gigabytes per second back and forth. The router has a 2.5 gigabit per second WAN input port, which can be used with newer modems. Both routers and satellites have 4 1 gigabit per second LAN ports for connecting devices such as printers and NAS storage, but no USB ports. Also included in the mix is an integrated reset button. Overall, the kit provided excellent performance in most tests. The ability of the Orbi router to transmit strong signals through walls and ceilings is unmatched. If you're looking for the lightest and fastest networking kit on the market, the Netgear Orbi AX6000 has excellent performance and is especially suitable for those who live in older houses with many walls. If you can afford this beast, we say go for it. Finally, we're here with the gold medal and the title of the best overall Wi-Fi router available on the market in 2022, and the winner is Netgear Nighthawk AX8. The Netgear Nighthawk AX8 may look like a spaceship that has just landed on your desk, but it provides the highest Wi-Fi speeds to various computers while protecting them from malware attacks. With soft rubber feet, the device will not scratch your furniture. There are several inserts on the sides, as well as ventilation openings on the front and top to dissipate heat. During evaluation tests, the router never exceeded 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside, the Nighthawk AX8 has Broadcom's BCM43684 Wi-Fi chipset, the same electronics that power the TP-Link Archer AX6000. There's also a quad-core 1.8 GHz processor and 1 GB of RAM, but the Nighthawk AX8 comes with 512 megabytes of flash memory compared to the Archer AX6000 with 128 megabytes. The two-band creates 2.4 and 5 GHz networks. The AX8 also features the latest beamforming technology, the ability to use ultra-wide channels of 160 MHz and a theoretical maximum speed of 1.2 gigabits per second in 2.4 GHz mode and 4.8 gigabits per second in 5 GHz mode. The two-band Nighthawk AX8 creates 2.4 and 5 GHz networks. However, the AX8 features also the latest beamforming technology, the ability to use ultra-wide channels of 160 MHz and a theoretical maximum speed of 1.2 gigabytes per second in 2.4 GHz mode and 4.8 gigabits per second in 5 GHz mode. If you live in an older house, you'll appreciate the Nighthawk AX8's ability to transmit a strong Wi-Fi signal through walls and floors. It was able to send 1,077 gigabits per second through a wall 6 feet away from the router. In conclusion, this product delivers premium performance at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.